Hello, Pauper people, and welcome back to a weekly Walls Combo League. I actually tried to play yesterday evening the challenge, but I had a very bad 0-3 drop, so the video was not going to come out on. Uh, so I decided to just play a league. The list is back to tradition, kind of inspired by Terminus Zero, who is a fellow German warrior, very strong player. I wanted to try once again uh, a version that aims to go as fast as possible without generous end. That is because the meta has evolved. There is quite an increasing number of, let's say, KCS decks or anyhow controlish, slowish decks with respect to just a week ago, and way less Pingerbarn or Black Red Madness, especially the Pingerbarn has decreased quite a lot. So I wanted to see if we can live without a lot of life gain in the main deck. So the list is 61 card as usually. The 61st card is the 13th Forest. We have the aim of this list is to have a very low overall mana curve. We can see it here if we pile view. We have basically 14 1-drop and 12 2-drops, and no drops over the 4 Shield Wall Sentinels. Coming back to the list, we have one Elf and one Jaspera as additional 1-drops. As you know, I like to have one Tinderwall always, mostly for Tac synergy or mini ritual synergy. I want multiple 2 mana walls. I wanted to try this way with going full haste, so I put 2 crashing drawbridges. There are additional ones that could be useful. For example, there is a scarecrow that kind of do the Orochi work, but only for once per turn. That could be used. And surprise, surprise, we're back to 4 winding ways, 4 lead the stampedes, and for each of the tutors. Basically, we only keep the scholar as, let's say, change with respect to the usual lists. In the sideboard, let's start from Affinity. We have the 2 Hydro, as always, to try to intercept the Krark, but I moved to Natural Obsolescence, meaning that the plan there is always to try to deny them a red mana, especially turn 2, and try to be as fast as possible. Without Ents, I don't think that, unfortunately, Must Vandal is good enough. So I want to try this, just hoping to luck out and draw them when I need them. Then we have the standard 2 Mirror Shell Crabs, 2 Scatter Shots, 2 Moments pieces. I put the life gain package at the back, 2 Pulses and 1 Brambleworm, just to see if it works. And then, more like a meme, we try once again 1 Repopulate for the combo decks that are around, which are High Tide and the various Dredge and Spy versions. That's it. Let's see how we fare in this league. Match 1. We are against the Parfait Sucreal. I don't know why it's, yeah, it sounds French to me. We are on the play. We open a very average hand, so I will try for something better, which of course leads to a mulligan to 5. Opponent is also mulliganing. Mulligan to 5 is much better. So we will, yeah. Quirion, Battlement and lead. Opponent is also down to 5. We start with Quirion. Let's see what they are of. Island. Okay, Faeries. Let's see how we do against them without Ents. Now we really hope they go for a ninja, because in that case we will have lead with backup against spell pierce. And indeed they have the moon circuit card. Let's see if they replay the Fae. Yes. Okay, so we have open road ahead for our lead. Okay, this is also good. This is not so good, but anyhow we are going to play a lot of defenders. Okay. They seem not to have the third land. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, they do not have it. Okay, so here we have lots of infinite mana creatures, but not the actual one. This is bad. Because we will need, we will just play this to bait. We got two very mediocre leads, unfortunately. If they do not have the second land here, the third land, we can actually try for the Axebane, even though it's not the best, I would say. Okay. So let's see what we get. Jaspera. Jaspera is actually good. Here we are forced to go for Axebane. Next turn, in case we try something else. Problem here is that they most likely have spell starter open now. The good thing is that they cannot attack. Let's see if they have another. soft removal for our axemen. They dig. They finally find the third land. Okay. Are they trying to ninja once again? This is, I mean, they know we have the kill. So now the question is, do they have foil? Which unfortunately we cannot play around. There is no point in playing around foil here. If they have it, they have it. Because whatever we play will be countered. Okay, they just kind of randomly conceded. So here we are creating 3 per loop. So let's see if we can. These are again 3 per loop. So let's do it this way and then we start. So now I create 3 black on top, and we are going to go a little faster because we will do 1 damage per loop without having to click in order to pay. Opponent had a very bad end. They also mulled to 5. They had 2 ninjas, but normally we are reasonably ninja proof, let's say, meaning we can block them. So they become a sort of a cantrip. On Saturday, I actually played my second paper tournament in 20 years in Amsterdam for the Pauper League there, leading to Paupergeddon, and it was so amazing. Well, not only to play and have fun, but the fact that on paper you don't have to click, click, click and go through all the time. You just show the combo and you win. Okay. After a little, we are 1 up. I see what we have. We will go for sure for more creatures. Not sure about bringing 1 pulse or mirror shell. I think 1 mirror shell could be okay, because we will trim 1 drops that against them are very usually bad, and we cannot trim Quirion. We will trim just the old roots. Actually, no. We will trim a crush and drawbridge because, or actually was Sentinel. Since they are bringing in a null, I think maybe the Sentinel is the best way to impact a little less the curve. They should not bring in Hydroblast, so Tak can stay there. Once again, we have a hand which is not super good. The only thing that is making me considering is the Jaspera, but no. Okay, this is better provided we draw a second land, but on the draw I think we can risk it. If we draw a second land or Aquarion is very good. Of course, we don't for the moment. Okay, they want to spell stutter our Saruli. Actually not, okay. So the question is why did they waste a snap to do that? Now the land would be very useful. Oh, even the scatter shot. I think this game might be lost. They have only 3 cards in hand. All of this stuff is not super important. Okay, they forget to attack. You get another one. Okay, this is what I wanted them to do. Because we will now we should draw, please, a land. No, but basically if you then find something to solve the scatter shot, we are now on the winning side. Okay, this is quite a good solution. Okay, so yeah, unexpectedly we are going to lose unless we find immediately a land and or Aquarion. But 3-2 ninjas are very hard to deal with. We find the land, we look for the Aquarion, which we don't find, and we scoop. Okay, unexpected. It's rarely played, but considering they were basically without cards in hand, it was quite a good rip. Yeah, we just don't change anything. I'm not sure about this high level card. Well, the Mirror Shell Crab, it will be useful as soon as we draw it, because usually they have not so many lands. But yeah, let's see if we have a reasonable hand. No. So we mulligan once again. We go to 5 once again, and we get a better one. Still, it's not so good, especially against 8 cards. Now this is better, but I still play Battlement first. Not sure that was totally right, because we cannot pay for... Okay, this is what I was hoping for. That they go all in on attack. They seems to be very attack centered. Okay, this is reasonably good. No, let's see how many ninjas come visiting us. Now we need to hope that they replay the fairy, which they always did up to now. They do. Okay. So now we are kind of free to deploy Axebane. And next turn we should have anyhow the possibility to do something, since we drew the second Saruli. They have a little too much mana. Let's open multiple ninjas once again. Please more than one. Okay. This is good because we enter exactly into the scenario we were discussing during the sideboarding. So here we have a free lead the Stampede. I'm trying to see if I want to lead the Stampede or third path Savant. I think lead, because third path cannot be activated this turn. They seem to be thinking about doing something in response to the drift, which will be very appreciated. So we let's untap the Axebane. Let's see if they do anything. They don't. So we just go the lead. They will try to counter it. Hopefully not. That would be amazing if they don't counter it. Good. So here we are now. The risk is another unable to scream, but I think we are trying to do multiple of these things. Let's see if they want to counter. This they want, they do not want. Yes. Let's see if they wanted to counter other 404. No. We want to counter this. Yes. But you're not going to. I did not tap properly because I lost one activation, but it's fine. They could have a snap, multiple things, but for us, for the moment, the important is that we are actually the ones that we start attacking, let's say. We have coverage around almost everything, including one of the Crusade enchantments. Now, yeah, they try to go on the offensive again, which is correct. They will leave up a spell stutter. We don't care about it for the moment. We want them to tap out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 points of damage. I actually misplayed once again, but that's fine. 2 for us. We go to 10. Yeah, play multiple ninjas, please. This is one of the, let's say, not so common instances where the scholar is very important. Okay. So we will keep draining quite a bit. The fact that they are doing this now, it's really weird. Okay. Now the good thing will be to draw something else relevant. In any case, the plan is to play the winding way, that theoretically they cannot, let's say, make let resolve, but also if they counter it, they didn't tap the lands with snap. Come on, guy. That was, I think, yeah, opponent is probably learning the interface and learning it the hard way, I will say. Okay, here we have the win. It was a little unfortunate on their side, but we are not, let's say, be merciful. It was a pity. Unfortunate misclick by opponent. So we win the first one, basically being lucky, even though I think we were reasonably favorite anyhow. And indeed we had on top a huge amount of good creatures. Here we don't untap since we have multiple ways to do it. Okay, we win the match in a somewhat lucky break. Unfortunate for opponent. Let's see how we go on within this league. Back to the league, match 2, once again on the play against J. Ryan Hall 94. Okay, we keep our tradition of mulliganing. This end is bad, but kind of promising. I have multiple blockers. Let's see what we are against. We need to draw something, of course, but we have the drawbridge. I was tempted to put down one forest instead of the drift, but it's complicated to pay for drift. Let's see what they are on. So that could be some garden variant, or hopefully it's a dredge variant, which in any case will kill us because we don't have anything for the moment. Yeah, it's dredge. And of course they find the imp. Let's see what they keep. I'm not sure what they are doing. They go full bit down. They kept the land. Which, yeah, with 2 exhume could be one of the ways. Another case where not having ends hurts us a little. So here we are basically missing one piece. Did we play the land? Yes, turn 4. So if we draw something next turn, we might be able to make it. They stink with the imp. Excuse me. We actually block, making live an additional exhume and or reaping. Because if they have another exhume and they play it, we win. But I don't think they are going to do it. They choose the mat. Please, deck. Okay. So here we are going to almost, but this is going to be reasonable anyhow. Because unless they have Dredge return, there is a second Lotlet. No. We will survive next turn without big problems, and then we will draw a bunch of cards. Okay, but instead they have found the combo, correct? Yeah, so we are dead. Quite annoying, because we almost made it. Here we will just put in. We could theoretically put in a lot of life gain. Leadership crab. Okay, what we want for sure are the crabs and repopulate. Even though they are not super useful, or we want life gain and repopulate. Let's try life gain and repopulate on the play. On the play, let's try only 2 cards. We want to be aggressive. And what we remove the Jasper and 1 wall of Roth. Of course, I should not have considered the match before, because if they could misclick or do whatever, but I don't care about this stuff. I assume they are going to play well. Now, after sideboard, they actually have sideboard cards against us, so we don't against them. So it will be about. No, we draw the Repopulate. Amazing. Mesmeric Fiend, that now I hope they want to play, or Snuff Out. It might be the first Repopulate cast for me. They didn't mill? Why not? Okay. So here we actually cast Winding Way, because we can play a 1-drop. Okay, we find it. We have a lot of chord. Okay. Now they might exhume it back, that's fine. Come on. This is very, very bad. Okay. Look, the amount of colored spells we have. Basically all the ones in the deck, I think, except Reaping. Yeah. Let's see if they have some trick. Oh, we also missed the fruit. This game is probably lost again due to very unusual draws. I don't even have a single defender except the Battleman. That's amazing. This is quite useful at the moment. So I'm just using it. It's not ideal, but gave us one turn. They amazingly have only one creature in the graveyard. Now let's see if they actually use the ability. Yes. 2 Dredge returns. They kept in Gnaw to the Bones against us. Why? This will be really a time to draw an Orochi. They have only 3 cards in hand. Didn't see any snuff out for the moment. Okay, yeah, indeed. I had forgotten about Third Path. Apologies. Ah, man. I don't even know what to discard. So the next two cards will be Freed and Reaping. What is this? Ah, yes, sorry. Yeah, cast a lot of it. And we can play Repopulate. We played the Repopulate. We are happy, even though we will die next turn, unless we draw an Orochi. Okay. Oh man. Okay, we can see it. Amazing. The amount of whiffs and bad luck we had this match is unbelievable, but we played Repopulate. So this is our moral win. So I'm already extremely pissed off by this league, but we will try to go on. 1-1. Route match 3 against Ivern OP, who won the multiple challenges lately with Black Fog, even though I don't think they will be playing Black Fog here. We keep this one because I'm sick of mulliganing, and it's theoretically a good end if we draw an Axeman. They might be on Cascade. No, okay. Ponza version or ramp version. Okay, we have it. This should be a relatively easy matchup, but also Dredge should be a relatively easy matchup. Okay, they are on Ponza. So Ponza is much easier for us to deal with than the normal ramp version. Let's see what they keep. The wild growth. Okay. Here we will just... well, if you draw a land with my win, we don't. So we will just wait next turn, but we will play the secret door immediately. Okay, so now I think there's nothing they can do unless they have some form of bolts. Chrysalis, no, Avenger, which is one of the best things they can do on turn 3, but this time we were very lucky, drawing immediately the only card we were missing to win. So these should hopefully be fast, meaning that as soon as I play the free, they should concede, I guess. And they did. Playing against, grinders or known players is usually so much more time efficient because, yeah, having to go through the combo is just losing time for both players. So we are not going to sideboard anything for the moment. What we might be bringing in are the pieces or the pulses. I will try to just go as it is. Okay, we are safe from land destruction, but unfortunately we are going to mulligan as usual. Down to 4. Okay. So here we will... yeah. The main use of Winding Way is indeed for these cases. Well, you mulligan a lot, and you can have two lands. Now let's see if they try to thermocast. They do, but surprise, surprise, we are just beat downing. This is still bad for us because it forces, basically they are time walking us all the time while developing their own board. Now we are actually playing the drawbridge. Okay, so here we keep slowly developing our mana and hopefully coming out of the mulligan. Not so much actually, but what did we win? Of course, we had already played at least twice Windy Way without winning the Freed, so it was time. Here they will start playing stuff, which is okay. This is even better. We go to 16. It will be some 14, sorry, to find a battlement here. We don't, but at least we are very slowly developing our mana. Oh, we keep drawing blanks. Okay. Here we are going to block with Aquarion. Let's see if they have another one. The question is related to Hydras and Ram Through. Oh, come on. Okay. It's so cool. We really are drawing blanks over blanks. We more or less miss one card to win. They could have even binds. Okay, so here we are. Going to play our Axebane. Let's see if they have the Hydra or okay. That's fine as well. Okay, they got some creatures. Now the question is, did they bring in... Okay. We are more or less dead anyhow. We are forced to block two creatures. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we need to block two creatures because we might be dead to ram through. The question is if they brought in Pyro. I don't even know if they play Pyro, to be honest. but is not something that we can play around at the moment. Uh, I'm debating if playing first Axebane. Probably not needed. Let's see. They apparently have F6. Okay, we have it. We were, well, I wouldn't say lucky because I mean we mulligan to 4, but they did not pressure us luckily, and this was important for us. Now they should scoop. And they do. Okay, 2-1, winning against a very easy matchup through a mulligan to 4. We are mulliganing like crazy this league, which is weird because I have such a low curve and length. But oh well, let's hope for the 4-1. Match 4 against Visikin. Finally a good end. We are on the draw. Not sure if they would. I mean, we played multiple times. They could be on anything. I associate them to red for some reason. But or fairies. Could be blue-red fairies. Could also be. But that really doesn't look like a mountain to me. Black-red madness. Okay. We'll see with basically no life gain main deck how we fare. We need to try to be as fast as possible. Okay, this was a good draw. I again played not perfectly, but that's fine. So next turn we will have a lot of mana. But probably the best we can do is just elite. Is it the third grab? No, second grab. Let's see, they are probably going to kill one or both. Oh no, they are okay. 7. We need to draw something now. Well, the ideal would be Orochi, because of course Orochi means we win. We need a good lead. Which did not really happen, but still we gain at least one life. Most likely is not enough, but it is what it is, what it is. If we can survive, we win. Okay. Now let's see if that single life point was enough. I doubt, but you never know. Instead it was, well actually it didn't matter, but we got there very, very, very closely. I don't think they are going to play. I cannot do anything else. Okay, 1-0. Really close. Now we have multiple pulses, the big worm and scattershot. What we are moving here is Llanowar, one Roaching, one Wall of Growth, one Drift, and one Windy Way. Probably we also don't want Tuck. So what do we want in place of that Tuck? They could have some kind of form of end of the festivities or something like that. Just let's keep the elf. We have plenty of haste. Wall of Roots is not so important. Yeah. We get the elf. Let's see if it survives. See how many. Okay, only one fairy goes down. Please don't kill the elf. Please don't kill the elf. Thank you. Now if you draw a land, it will be amazing. We did. So now they are forced to kill the scattershot. That will allow us to play Axebane into Winding Way. What did we bin? Okay, a forest and a lake. Now, technically, we can win next turn if we draw something reasonable, but yeah, I doubt that the Axeman will be surviving. We are down to 10. We really want the Quirion. Come on. Let's see if they have yet another bolt. They do. Oh, okay, we're dead. Okay, they had the perfect end. We didn't draw. Well, we drew relatively well. Look, I mean, this is the how we can lose this game. We need significant life gain, but it's okay. On the draw with a sketchy hand, to be noticed, they drew only red cards, and the black ones were all discarded. We keep it this way. Not sure about the third path. I cannot change it now. Okay. Maybe we could put back the warlords. Come on. Now we mulligan. Okay, this is way better. Let's open a tapped land. Of course. Okay, this will mean that they will probably bolt in response. They didn't. Okay, so this was a risky but quite good turn 2 for us. Let's see if they have the, of course, they have the Fire Temple. Let's see what they aim to. The Quirion or the color mana? The color mana. Okay. Let's see what they want to kill now. They are not going to kill anything, which for us is very good. Okay. So how many mana do we have? We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is perfect. Ah, no. I miscounted. Shoot. Okay. This was a bad mistake on my side. We might lose due to it. Apparently we were kind of lucky with the opponent not seeing many spells, many burn spells. Okay, so here we are going to attack. Okay, no, this is fine. We did what we wanted. That's fine as well. Here for one turn we're not attacking. It all was caused by that mistake of mine, neglecting the fact that I had already, well, forgetting, not than neglecting, played the land in the turn. So we are now in an awkward Winter Ranger situation. Anyhow, they are forced to kill the Axebane. We can even start chaining pulses from next turn. If they have two boards and kill both the Axebane and the Quirion, it might be a little more complicated. But I think they're dead. They don't. Yeah, they have one swamp, so theoretically they could have snuff out. They consider. Okay, we won. Not playing optimally. Definitely a little lucky this game, a little unlucky game too. 3-1. Welcome back. Match 5. We are on the play against Uzda or something like that. Super tempting hand. I will keep it, hoping to draw a land. If you draw a land, it's going to be very good. Okay, so this is could indeed be okay, meaning that they are Grixis, which is not the fastest deck, and we want to go as fast as possible. Here we are playing Crashing Drawbridge because we want them to kill it instead of our Overgrown Battlement if possible. I was hoping to have a league free of Krark clans, but it was not meant to be. Let's see if they have the Krark immediately. They don't, okay. So we have some hope here. Oh. Okay, next turn we have the kill. But most probably we won't have much open next turn. They're looking for Krark. Okay. Please. Okay. Okay, so these should be reasonably easy. Here we go for Fried. Uh, yeah. Let's see if they concede once we play the guy. Apparently not. Okay, so we'll have a little bit of clicking. Man, each time I think to the tournament on Saturday where I never had to go through the combo. Well, actually, I once had to explain it to an opponent, which was just curious. Okay, they concede. Okay, so the first part of the plan worked, meaning we were able to win fast game one. Now we need to be lucky one of the two games. So here we are going to try a different strategy, which is all spell based. So we are removing Tinderwall, Tac Tac, one Drift, and two Winding Ways. Just because we have only 35 creatures. Let's see if it works. The plan is to natural obsolescence the first bridge. This is of the red mana, let's say, long enough for us to kill them. We hope to have one of these spell in our starting hand, but for the rest we just play as we did. meaning as fast as possible, just pretending they do not have it, if we can. Okay, so we have the turn to obsolescence, and they do have the red bridge first. This will allow us, this is very good, even if they crack. Yeah, no worries. Feel free to crack. We are anyhow. Now I think we are removing their. No, we still go for the red land. Next turn we are going to go Wall of Roots into Crushing Drawbridge. Here we will go for Axemane. Hoping they do not have the toxin analysis. But they missed the one land drop. Okay. Now it all depends on the toxin. Because the plan is to force them to wipe their own board. If they have the toxin, they are not going to wipe a lot. So here we go. They are thinking if toxin is responsible. That actually would be a good idea. Because this will make impossible for us to use the crushing drawbridge. No, they do not have toxin, but they kill our drawbridge, which is okay-ish. Here we attack. and pass the turn. Let's see if they have another Galv. Familiar, most likely. No? Okay. How much I hate this thing. You see, these games will be so incredibly nice if they were not only and totally lopsided due to crack. Because they have so much card draw and power that they can find fair answers to our combo decks. Let's see if they wipe the board in response. No. Okay. Let's see if they are also Pyro. They do. I really want them to wipe. But they had, you see, always the red mana is the problem. They had the Galv and the Pyro. Anyhow, with Prophetic Prism, of course, the mana was not an issue anymore. I don't know what they are thinking about all the time. Let's see if they send back the Toxin, even though they don't need to play it now. Now they must wipe, because if they, or they can do it at the beginning of our turn, but they must do it now, because we might have reaping. They need first to wipe and then to play whatever they want to play. If we are allowed to draw, our draw would be most likely, the perfect one would be Hydroblast to force the wiping. What are they doing? Okay. I don't really understand why they did it during the attack phase, but it's fine. Then, of course, with the Blood Fountain, they can do. And we got the Hydroblast. We were one turn off. So we still have a tiny, tiny chance. We need to find a good wall this turn. Okay, we are dead because they have Krark into Blood Fountain activation. So surprise, surprise, we lose to Krark and Shaman. But it's okay. We we keep the same. We are now on the play. Let's hope to have again a good start, a fast start, whatever it is. We have a fast start. Unfortunately, we don't have any spell. And they have immediately the land place of Solescence. Nope. We are one land away from a theoretical kill turn 4 if they do not have anything major. Now we are ready for a turn 5 kill. But we need all these cards, so it's a problem if they have familiar. They lack blue mana for the moment, which is definitely not the thing we are most happy about. Now they also have blue mana. So the good thing is that they do not have a Krark, at least seemingly. So we still have the possibility to kill them next turn if they tap out. Okay. I think we might been able to beat Affinity to go for the 4-1, but still we want Karklan Shaman Band, please. Okay, this was very, 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 very close. I mean, the plan worked, meaning we got lucky enough in one of the two sideboarded games. Now let's see if they concede when we play Shield Hall Sentinel. Or they make us play through. Are you going to concede? No? Okay. So let's see if we can accelerate just a little. Yes, we can. Quite a bit actually. Okay, they concede. Okay, we did beat Grixis Affinity. We lost in this league only to a theoretical good or 50-50 matchup. I think good. The plan roughly worked. I am not so sure about the spell in the sideboard because especially the obsolescence. Masked Vandal is so much more strong against a variety of decks, but without playing Ent, it's not as useful as I want it to be, because what I want to do is to kill, if possible, turn 2 a red land, artifact land. Anyhow, we won. As always, we were a little lucky, a little unlucky. I misplayed quite a bit, but we got a reasonable result. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Ciao!